We have heard from many constituents over the years, and especially in the weeks following the Hobby Lobby decision, about access to birth control. All of these women and men want the same thing. They want their own personal, private, medical decisions to remain just that, personal. However, if the Hobby Lobby decision is an indication of anything, it's that certain for-profit corporations are out of touch with the needs of their employees and don't recognize their employees' rights as autonomous individuals. And the politicians who support the so-called religious freedom of for-profit corporations over the religious freedom and autonomy of individual people are out of touch with the needs and wishes of most Americans. Our message here today is simple. The steps you take to live your healthiest life shouldn't be anyone else's business but your own. And they most definitely are not your boss's business. The Not My Boss's Business Act would do two things. First, it would require otherwise comprehensive health plans offered by Ohio employers to cover all FDA-approved birth control and contraception. This is referred to as contraceptive equity. 28 states have this law in place already, but Ohio does not. Second, the bill would prohibit an employer from firing or punishing an employee who makes a decision about his or her reproductive health care that the employer doesn't agree with. It's hard to believe that in 2014 this kind of legislation is necessary. But right here in our own state, we have companies who are trying to impose their views on women and not cover women's birth control. Companies that have no problem covering men's Viagra and men's vasectomies. We believe it is discrimination to deny women this preventative care, and we fear that these same companies could also discriminate against their employees because of their reproductive health decisions. It was once common practice to fire women for getting pregnant. Countless women in our state for decades were fired, laid off, had their hours reduced, or found their positions and pay scaled back as a result of becoming pregnant. When I look at how women are treated today by their courts and legislatures, it is as if we are going backward to the distant past, before decades of civil rights advances. In the wake of Hobby Lobby, we have to act to protect women from interference by their employers in their personal, private health decisions. We have to act because, plain and simple, your health care is not your boss's business.